Canada, go. Let's have it.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
And welcome back into another edition of the Ultimate Soccer Show. Guys, I tell you what, I'm really pumped. I've got lots of stuff to bring to you. Lots of good Canadian news. You're going to love this. I'll tell you what, last night I went to a Canadians Premier League game at Cavalry FC at Cove Field, Spruce Meadows, just south of Calgary. And it was a fantastic night. I got to meet up with one of the family, Willie ZUMBADO. You're going to see that pretty soon. And Willie, as I say, my Costa Rican brother, mi hermano Costa Ricans. Yeah, lovely fella. Also got to say hello to the wife, Anna, and Willie's son, Jose. But Willie, I tell you, mate, it was fantastic to meet you. Guys, I tell you now, you'll see this video. It's about 3 minutes long. It'll show you some of the scenes that were going on at Cavalry FC last night. It'll show a few words, me and Willie having a little chit-chat, going for some lunch, and then you stick around for that one. Keep moving forward. There's something that happens when you leave your camera running, and it always happens when there's a camera on site. Don't miss that, because I tell you what, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when we get there. But yeah, like I say, a few little scenes from Willie and myself. And I tell you, I got to meet Willie ZUMBADO last night at the game, Cavalry FC versus Forge FC. I tell you, wonderfully lovely, nice fella. Lovely lady as a wife, and his son is an absolute gem. So, Willie, it was fantastic meeting you, man. And hey, take a look. This is myself at the game last night. A few scenes, like I told you, and Willie ZUMBADO. Take a look at that. What a great guy. We had some fun. Bang. We both had burgers and pop. They said, I thought they said 21 bucks. It was 31 bucks. I gave her 20 bucks, started walking away. Guess what? I walked straight back to make sure that I did pay.
He's not wrong. He forgot to pay. That's all. He's a good man. He's a good man.
That's awesome, brother. Mi hermano.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's good?
Hey, what's good? Hey!
Jacqueline? Oh, yo, it's recording. No, it's recording, yeah.
Hello!
Yo, it's recording. It's recording.
You won't.
You got that?
Comment down below. Willie got his scarf signed. I signed his scarf. Willie's a super guy. This is Willie ZUMBADO. Oh, yes, Cavalry FC. So, Willie, as we look into the camera, we're going to get real close.
Yeah, sure.
Get right in that camera. Get right in. There you go.
Let's go.
So, Willie's got a really light voice. He's very, very quiet spoken. A wonderful Latino gentleman. Me? I'm just a loud guy. Anyway, it's lovely to meet Willie. I met Willie at section 105, seat 25, row 25. It's 30 degrees here in Calgary at the game. And I'll tell you what, 1-1 at half time. Willie, who's going to win the game?
Yeah. Cavalry, of course. We just need to start the second half and then we get it. I'm confident on that.
And what do you think about the game so far?
Well, a little bit tough at the last 20-25 minutes, but I'm confident our guys will make it. They just need to rest a little bit and then we get it.
And I'll tell you what, I can tell you now, he really does misses Jose Escalante, not in the game tonight, but also, you got to say, Camargo, not playing really top draw, maybe have a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, I'm worried about him because he got hit twice. Hopefully he's okay now, but he's a very important player for us.
Yeah, definitely.
We need him. Yeah.
Now, something I would love to know, maybe the viewers as well, all the family on Ultimate Soccer Show, what do you get out of this show? Really, tell me what you get out of the show and what do you want us to do in the future?
Yep, I like to see my friend Steve going to the World Cup and tell us what's going on there. For the people who is not able to go,
right?
He's the guy who can tell the truth and give us hope over there.
And I tell you what, having been in the building when FIFA has been in the building and when World Cup games have been flowing, I can tell you, there's nothing bigger than the World Cup. And guys, when we get to the World Cup, when Canada gets to the World Cup in November, I tell you, I really feel you're going to be surprised with what we do. Yeah. Willie, it's been a pleasure, man.
It was a pleasure.
Seriously.
Thank you so
Willie
much.
ZUMBADO, one of the family. Let's get it this way. I want to meet you next.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, my man.
Moving along, we got a load of new members joining the channel. Take a look on that picture. New members coming in, and if your name is not there, it's because you're going to be on the next pick, yeah? So, thanks to the new subscribers, family members, one quick message: if you subscribed, pass it along to anybody you know in Canadian soccer, because I want to get to 1,000. I'm begging you for your help, guys. Come on, let's get me to 1,000 as soon as possible, and then we can get all the good news out there when Canada gets to the World Cup, and you won't have to look around. You'll just hit your inbox because the video will already be there. And daily through the World Cup, we're going to have daily shows. No more 1-2 days in between the shows. It's going to be daily shows during World Cup. So get ready for that. And I'm really waiting for that to happen. But got to say, new members, if you're not on that board and you recently subscribed to Ultimate Soccer Show, you'll be on that next picture, I guarantee you. Welcome in, and guys, welcome in the new subscribers. There they are. And I'll tell you what, we're welcome to have you. Let's get some more. Push it around. Thank you. Canadian Championship, well, I'll tell you what, didn't seem to be a lot of excitement about this game. I was really surprised. I followed a few polls. I put a few polls online, and it seemed that more people were interested in Toronto winning it. But as time goes through, a lot of Vancouverites started to come in and started to say, hey, we can win this. We can win this. I tipped it 2-1 Vancouver on the night. It was looking good till the end. Vancouver winning 1-0 most of the game, and then Toronto tied it up. Good for TFC. Great tying goal. And it was a decent game, but it wasn't one to remember that championship final. They not always are. Sometimes they're a little bit of a snooze fest. The crowd, 24,300, not bad. But that was just the bottom bowl, yeah, and that wasn't sold out. But 24,300, I've got to say, it's pretty decent. Pretty decent. I got no bad words for that. That's pretty decent, and the atmosphere was great. And I got to tell you, it really was a great occasion for Canadian soccer. So, Canadian champions, Vancouver, not like last year. Not like last year, Vancouver. No black eyes. You're the champions. And I was surprised to see Montreal fade out in the semis when TFC smacked them 4-0. But you got to say, the final game itself, TFC had enough of the ball to have done something with it. And you can have so much possession when you do nothing with it that literally you're just killing time. So again and again, creativity wasn't the greatest by TFC. It wasn't the greatest game, but it was a final. And sometimes they just don't flow fantastically. If you don't agree with me, drop a comment down below. Poets, you know what to do. But Canadian champions, Vancouver. And hey, you know what? Will they win it next year? They'll have to defend it to do so. But for now, 2022, Vancouver, well done to you. Commiserations, TFC, Toronto FC. Jonathan David, there's a lot of rumour about Manchester United right now, and I don't know if it's founded or not, but we're going to hear about it in the next few days. One thing I will say about JD, Jonathan David, is that nothing's happened so far. A lot of the places that he could have gone have been waiting for people, like I told you a month ago, for people to get out of the way. Lewandowski now got out of the way. He did go to Barca, like I said he was. So, does that free up a slot? Well, when you look at Bayern Munich looking at Harry Kane from Tottenham Hotspur, it kind of shuts that door on that again. What am I saying? What am I saying? What I'm saying is this. Jonathan David is a B-plus striker. Harry Kane and the likes of the A-plus strikers. The big clubs are going to go for the big strikers first of all. Jonathan David is in the making to become a big striker. Right now, he's on that edge. And I think that a lot of the big clubs respect where he's at, but they also respect where the money is. And they don't want to take a risk. They don't want it to turn out maybe like an Aubameyang that went to Arsenal. Just as an example, yeah, because he went back to France, yeah. Big up on him to go back to France. But Jonathan David, still not nailed down where he's going. But know this, I'm watching this like a hawk. As soon as we hear something, it's coming in your inbox, I tell you. But Jonathan David, Nothing happening right now. Kyle Larrin, if you hadn't heard, Kyle Larrin switched over recently from Besiktas over to Club Bruges. So he's now playing with his mate, Tajon Buchanan, and that is great for Canada. 2 Canadian forwards on the front line with Bruges, or at least midfield pushing forward. And obviously Kyle is a forward. But those 2 guys pushing forward for Bruges, that can only help Canada. I mean, our 2 fellas banging in the goals or making goals or, you know, creating stuff, that's just got to be good for Canada. So if you didn't know, Kyle Larrin is now at Club Bruges with Tajon Buchanan. Last weekend, Kyle Larrin became a Belgian Cup winner. He came on in the 66th minute, substituted into the game, played out the game, and Bruges won 1-0 in the final. So Kyle Larrin, he transfers over to Bruges and straight away picks up some silverware, a cup winner's medal, and life is good. When you see a game on One Soccer, they give you the visual with the stand in front of you so you can see, you know, fans in the crowd. It's really what you want to sell, is a crowd. If there's no crowd at the ground, no one's going to see that as enticing them to come and watch a game. But at Pacific FC on the island, Vancouver Island, the other side of the field will eventually get developed into another stand. But right now, there's nothing over there. But there's one problem. The TV coverage, the camera is so low, it's horrible to watch the game. It's literally horrible. And I know because you've been telling me, and I've been watching it, and I've seen the same thing as you've been saying, and you've been seeing. But my solution to the issue is that when you look at the other side, they've got these stages, these wooden stages, and they're probably maybe 10 feet high off the ground. The power line, like I say, check the picture. But the power line above is at least 40 feet up. I say they should just build those stages higher. No scissor lifts, just in case someone hits the wire. But build those stages, wooden stages, another 15 feet higher. That would make it 25 feet. Your camera's another 10 to 15 feet below the cables. And that way you'd get a better angle to watch the game. Just saying. Let me know what you think about that. But I think that's one way they could save money without bringing in big developments to get a better angle. So you and I could have a better viewing at Pacific FC matches when they play at home. Down below, guys. Be a poet. Let me know what you think. Nathan Verband, we're going to be in touch with you, matey. We know what this is all about. You know what it's all about, but we're going to be in touch with you. Nathan is one of the family, by the way, has been right from the start. Great guy. Nathan is coming your way, and it's going to be in a matter of days. Last time I went to the Foot Soldiers, I got to beat the drum. There's a video down below that's a little bit longer than that, but take a look at how much fun this guy had at beating the drum at Cavalry FC, and it was the game versus York United.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.
A couple of weeks ago, I put out some Montreal logos, my own designs, and yada, yada, yada. What did you think? I mean, especially since Montreal's older logo was nothing like that new disc that they brought out. And now they're stepping back into the more traditional, more authentic Montreal logo with colors, etc., and something descriptive in the badge or the logo itself that speaks of Montreal. That disc that they brought this year does not speak of anything but an ice palace. Sorry, it looks like an ice crystal to me. It doesn't look like a football badge. To whoever made it, no disrespect, but that's not a soccer logo. That's a logo for some kind of business, but not soccer. Soccer is all about your locale. It's got to have something in from the local community or the local area. Snowflakes, crystals, they don't represent a soccer town. Just saying. But anyway, Bruce Duncan put 2 logos in. Tell us what you think down below. I'll tell you what, I think they're quite tasty, actually. Quite a good job, Bruce. Well done, matey. But everybody else, be a poet. Down below, tell us what you think about Bruce's Montreal Logos ×2. Picture I'm going to show you right now is a picture of yours truly at a press conference. I was actually hosting the press conference for all of the media at that press conference. And the guy next to me, and it was actually a Canadian soccer national game. It was a World Cup qualifying game, actually, at Commonwealth Stadium. So again, I was hosting for the media, got all the guys inside, bringing in the players, yada, yada, yada. The guy standing next to me, his name is Earl Cochrane. Earl Cochrane is the new General Secretary at Canada Soccer. I will tell you this now. I know the guy personally. He can do a massive job. Everywhere he's done, he's excelled. And he's taken things to a bigger and a better standard than when he took it over. Putting Earl Cochrane in as General Secretary for Soccer Canada, I tell you what, I herald that decision. He is the man for the job. He's got the experience. And I'll tell you what, he's been with Canada Soccer, CSA form, since close to 20 years in one form or another. He's also had a big run in the MLS, and he's always been in the executive mode. I tell you this, Earl Cochrane is a name that you haven't heard much of before, but I'm pretty sure you will coming in the future. He's the right guy for Soccer Canada. He's the right guy for the job. And I tell you what, knowing how his integrity is, he's the right man for me. Because integrity to me is everything in this game. And Canada, I tell you, we got a great guy in Earl Cochrane as General Secretary. Mark my words, it's a good situation for Soccer Canada because this guy is absolutely the best we could have got. No doubt about it. Earl, I'm going to be talking to you quite soon. Now, to go on a bit of a funny note, all the big soccer clubs around the world are on this tour going around the world, you know, friendly games here, friendly games there. Unless you're like, you know, Barcelona coach Xavi because you can't get in the country, or a few Man City players because you can't get in the country because of the restrictions, I'm not going into it. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not interested, but they're not there. Anyway, with all the big games and all the big friendlies, yada, 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 sometimes you get great free kicks. Sometimes you get great long passes, fantastic headers, beautiful delft touches on the ball where the guy controls it from a 6-yard pass on the outside of his boot, pushes it down, and with the heel hacks it in the goal where the keeper's not. You have some great plays, but you also have some normal stuff like, you know, corners, goal kicks, throw-ins, free kicks, penalties. Now, penalties. If your name's Conor Gallagher, and he's a Chelsea player, and he's had a few good seasons over the last couple of years. A couple of years ago, he played with West Bromwich Albion. They got relegated. He was their star player. Last year, he played with Crystal Palace. For my money, he was their star player, had a fantastic season. Palace finished 12th in the Premier League, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, down below. But Palace are not exactly the centre of the galaxy, and you're not going to make your name and win cups with Palace. No disrespect. I love the Palace. I love what they're about. But they're a team mid-table. And surviving in the league is great for them. Anyway, back to the penalties. Back to Conor Gallagher. It's a case of, you know, when you take a penalty, before you take the penalty, as you're placing the ball, you already know where the ball's going to go, right? So you don't need to stutter step and shuttle run or ziggy-zaggy or whatever. Just put the ball down, know in your mind where you're going to put the ball, know where you're going to hit that ball exactly, and know how to fake the keeper too by leaning left to put it right, or outside of your boot right to scream it bottom right where he thinks you're going to go left. So the little things. But the one thing you don't do, if you're not good at it, is you don't start playing trickery in front of the keeper. Now, what I mean by trickery, there's a famous penalty in the world of football, in the world of soccer. It's called the Panenka, and it's just a little chip into the goal. It's not on the ground. It's not to the side. It's down the middle of the goal. It's right central, and you just chip it into the goal, hoping that the keeper's going to go left or right and be made to look a fool. Well, Conor Gallagher, Chelsea, they're on the road. It's a tour game. Conor Gallagher for Chelsea takes the penalty. He runs up, does a little stutter step, and then passes it straight down the middle. And when I say pass, he passes it down the middle. And the keeper takes a knee, scoops it, and literally grins and giggles. So does the rest of the world. And Conor Gallagher will never forget that and was so embarrassed. But put your laces through it, or place it, or pass it into the net. But pass it down the middle, and you should have seen it. Well, you're going to see it now. It wasn't exactly the hardest kick in the world. Have a look at this and laugh your ass off, because I've been laughing at this for quite some time.
Pênalti pro Chelsea, o goleirão tá avisando o canto ali, ó. Ó, tentou cavar e se deu mal, Gallagher. Foi enganado pelo goleirão. O goleirão sinalizou cantinho direito.
If you like Ronaldo, know one thing. He doesn't like his existing plane. Apparently, Ronaldo's plane is too small for him. And apparently, Man United's probably too small for him too. Big talks for Ronaldo are coming off with Ten Hag about what's happening. Ronaldo recently watched a game on the sidelines as Manchester United played against Brentford in a closed-doors game. Interesting times for Ronaldo and Manchester United, but his plane is too small. He needs to sell it. Maybe somebody will buy it, but his plane's too small. His world is too small. He's not a happy guy. Keep watching what's happening with Ronaldo. My take is that he either goes to Atletico Madrid, boom, or there's nowhere for him to go because no one wants the headache. The headache. Look for Man United to keep him, and if he does stay away from United, it'll just be 1 year. But he wants to sell his plane because it's too small. Life ain't easy, Ronaldo. Come on, my son. Sometimes in the studio, things happen that are not normal. What you're going to see right now is not normal. It's normal for outside in the desert, because we do live in a desert, but it's not normal for inside your house or inside your business or inside your studio, which is supposed to be sealed off and, you know, air sealed, sound proofed, nothing gets in, nothing gets out. Take a look at what got in. Okay, guys, sometimes in the studio, you find things that are not normally there or don't belong there or really don't belong in a studio. Today, Brexit, the ginger Tom, my cat, brought me this. Yes, it's a snake. It is a snake. And it stinks. This is called a stinky snake. It's called a garter snake. Down here in southern Alberta, there's his little face. Say hello, buddy. There you go. Yeah, say hello to the crowd. There you go. Don't be shy. There's his little face. He's like, don't touch me. But yeah, snake in the studio. And hey, it's not the first time we've had a snake in the house, but we do live in a desert. So there you go. There's a little bit of the wildlife trying to get in for the night. Okay, talk to you later. And you. Okay, guys, it's been a fantastic show. I've enjoyed every minute of it. And as I was coming home tonight after the game, and it was very late when I got back into the studio, I'm in a good mood. And all of a sudden, I got stopped by a train track. And he went on. And this train was pushing through for minutes and minutes and minutes. So all I did was I hit the tunes and literally just boogied inside the vehicle and stayed chill. And that's what I'm saying, is stay chill, boogie till the next show, people. Enjoy life, enjoy this show, and feel the rhythm of me sitting in front of them tracks. Clickety-clack. I'm coming back at you pretty soon. I'll tell you what, it's been a blast. Love every minute of you. Drop a comment down below and spread the word about the Ultimate Soccer Show. We need to get to 1,000. 9090, we'll talk to you soon. Clickety-clack. Look at the tracks. Cheers, everybody.